Bugatti Bolide. Famous for building luxurious, incredibly heavy hypercars focused on top speed, this French brand completely reversed its philosophy for the track. They took their monstrous quad-turbocharged W16 engine and built the absolute lightest possible chassis around it. The exterior design looks like a spaceship featuring hundreds of dimples on the roof scoop that actively change shape at high speeds to reduce aerodynamic drag. The power-to-weight ratio is so extreme that it theoretically possesses the capability to lap a racetrack faster than a modern Formula One car. Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. Named after the sixth element on the periodic table, carbon, this vehicle was an exercise in extreme weight reduction. Almost every single component, from the chassis and body panels to the suspension arms and drive shaft, was crafted from advanced carbon fiber. It weighed less than a standard compact hatchback, but possessed the howling V10 engine of a high-end supercar. Because it lacked airbags, reinforced bumpers, and thick glass, it was strictly forbidden from public roads, offering a raw, visceral driving experience unmatched by heavier modern vehicles. Lamborghini Essenza SC V12. Developed directly by the brand's motorsport division, this limited edition track car was engineered from the ground up to deliver a pure racing experience. It features the most powerful, naturally aspirated V12 the company has ever produced, channeling all of its power exclusively to the rear wheels. The carbon fiber chassis is so strong that it does not require an internal steel roll cage, saving significant weight. Owners gain entry to an exclusive club, with the manufacturer handling all transportation and maintenance for private events at world-class circuits. Porsche 935. Unveiled in 2018, this vehicle is a modern tribute to one of the most famous endurance racing cars of the late 1970s, affectionately known as Moby Dick. Underneath the retro-styled, elongated carbon fiber bodywork sits the chassis and twin-turbo engine of a modern, street-legal performance car. It blends vintage aesthetics like the massive flat nose and exposed titanium exhaust tips with cutting-edge digital racing displays and stability control. Because it was not built to conform to any specific racing series rules or road laws, it exists purely as a high-speed collector's item. Ford GT Mark II. When the American manufacturer ended its official factory racing program, it decided to unleash the full potential of its race car, without the restrictions of governing body regulations. This track-only edition features a massive dual-element rear wing, a roof-mounted air intake, and a much more powerful engine than the actual race-winning vehicle. Engineers also removed the ride height adjustment systems used on the street car, locking the suspension into an ultra-low, heavily stiffened track mode that provides immense mechanical grip. Maserati MC12 Versione Corsa. Built in 2006, this is a customer-focused derivative of a highly successful, championship-winning GT1 race car. While it shares a chassis and engine block with a famous Ferrari, it features significantly longer, more flowing bodywork designed for high-speed stability. It produces an immense amount of power and lacks almost all modern electronic driving aids, demanding absolute respect and skill from the driver. Only a dozen were ever produced, making it an incredibly rare sight, even at elite private track days. Gordon Murray T50S, Niki Lauda. Designed by the legendary engineer behind the original McLaren F1, this track car is an absolute obsession with weight saving and aerodynamic purity. It features a massive fan at the rear to constantly suck the car to the pavement, a technology the designer famously introduced to motorsport in the 1970s. The central driving position gives the pilot a perfect view of the track, and the naturally aspirated V12 engine is designed to rev instantly, providing razor-sharp throttle response that turbocharged engines simply cannot match. Brabham BT62. Reviving a historic motorsport name, this Australian-built track car was designed to offer an uncompromising, pure driving experience. It relies on a high-revving V8 rather than complex hybrid systems, and its aerodynamic profile generates more downforce than the actual weight of the car itself. The interior is a Spartan carbon fiber tub filled with heavy-duty racing harnesses and a removable steering wheel loaded with telemetry controls. It challenges drivers to push their physical limits, as the lack of heavy electronic assists makes it incredibly demanding to drive at the edge of traction.